What's up, what's up? Another day leveled up. It's your boy Salem, back with another one. Another morning with my homie Jake here.
What's going on, guys?
On the way to the gym, but bring you another morning rush hour motivation. Today I just want to talk about just some current events. I'm sure that people in shoes of ours who are entrepreneurs and are trying to make something out of nothing, you got to also be aware of the current events. And like the debate happened last night, I want to talk about like why it's important that us as entrepreneurs we can't get wrapped up in the politics, because I tell you, if you're going to succeed as an entrepreneur, you have to succeed regardless of who wins the presidency or whatever. It's just like, that's what makes you an entrepreneur. You have to succeed regardless. What do you have to say about that, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, me and my wife were watching debate last night. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? In a sense that you have to thrive regardless of the situation. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to tell you to vote for Trump nor vote for Biden, right? There's obviously everyone's choice. But one thing that I've realized that people get so caught up, oh my God, I can't believe Trump said this. Oh my God, I can't believe, Biden's gonna raise tax. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? And I get that. Obviously, I think that way to a certain degree. But at the same time, like, you gotta do what you gotta do when it comes to building your own success. Like, are you gonna rely on your friend's success? Are you gonna kind of like ride on someone's back to like build your own wealth and your love and your relationship? No, right? You have to go for your own thing. So in a sense, I think as an entrepreneur, as someone, who's starting a business, of course politics matters. But at the end of the day, guys, make them bags regardless of who the president is. Like, you have to be able to figure out, how to make them bags.
Like, you think a hustler, like, I'm not telling you to sell drugs, but you think a hustler selling drugs cares who's the president? Like, he's going to get his regardless. You can't be dependent upon outside things that you can't control and allow that to affect you. And that rubs some people the wrong way. It's not insensitive, but that's just the reality of things. Like, if you're going to take care of your family and your friends and yourself, like, you have to figure out ways to do that regardless. And I hope everyone could see it that way. And it's not insensitive, it's just what it is. And I hope you could see it that way, because it's only going to help you.
Yeah. So what do you say to those people who get so caught up in politics? Like what is your recommendation?
Politics have never helped me. So even when Obama was in presidency, my life wasn't changed. It was like he gave me hope maybe for a little bit, but it's like I still had to do what I had to do regardless. And I'm actually having one of the best years ever with President Trump in the presidency. So right, it's not like I'm back in Trump. I'm just saying, like, no matter who's in the office, I'm going to do what I have to do and still succeed. And I want people to realize, like, don't externalize your power. Like, that's all politics does, is like robs you of your own power.
Exactly.
And it makes you forget that you do have that power. They try to tell you, like, oh, you're a victim because of these policies and this president. You're not like pissed off about what's going on in the streets. It's like, no.
You know why?
I choose to not be.
You know why people never get succeed in life? I really think the biggest reason why people fail in their life is, number one reason is victim mentality. I think us, like, being black, me being Asian, especially being immigrant, we are somewhat minority, right, in this country. So in a sense, I realized that when I was growing up in this country, like, I came to US about 12, I had such a crazy victim mentality. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this because I don't speak the language. I can't do this. I can't go to college. I can't do one of those because I wasn't as rich. But then, you know what? At the end of the day, like, you gotta take what's gonna help your mindset. Like, of course you can think like that. You have every right to think that way. However, you still have to make a choice. Life is very binary, meaning are you gonna think positive or are you gonna think negative? It's just literally up to you. Like, you don't have a choice. So in a way, like, well, yeah, you can talk about, like, oh, Donald Trump or Biden, like, your own side of saying, like, oh, I don't disagree with you. I mean, I don't agree with you. However, in a sense, that you might also think, like, oh my God, like, I feel like, this is not going to help my case. Well, that is true. But at the same time, as I said, life is very binary, meaning, again, like, you still have to, like, just make the best out of it. And the sooner you realize it, like, it becomes a lot easier, because then you just kind of, like, let it flow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's all facts. Like, I just wanted to touch on that because I know a lot of people get wrapped up in the debate and they don't know what to say. They may be in a relationship and it's hard to speak your voice. But I realize even then, in a relationship, it's like, for the greater of your relationship, if you're in one and politics come up, just like, I'm gonna say disagree, but like, realize that. Don't allow that to disrupt what you've built, and it's like, do what you have to do regardless.
Right.
Regardless of whatever. Vote for who you need to vote for, but even then, do what you got to do regardless. That's all I gotta say. Right.
And yeah, guys, I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. Talk to our YouTube followers about our why we're going to Lifetime Fitness.
Oh yeah. So. We made a decision to start going to Lifetime Fitness, which is a little bit more pricey of a gym, but we realized the benefit, because we were working out at Planet Fitness because it was convenient, it was close to where we lived, but we decided to say, why are we working out where a lot of people are just, it's a bad vibe, it's a low vibration in here.
Yeah, every time I go there, I try to check it on my phone. They're checking what is that, the barcode scanner doesn't work, so I literally have to grab that machine and put it on my phone and dial it. And then one time I got so mad because I'm like, is this my job or the employee job? I asked that to one of the girl who works there. She just straight up looked at me and I kind of felt bad. So like, it's one of those things. That's what I realized too, guys. Like, there's to a level of degree, like, in the sense, like, you have to spend money if you want to get the quality. And I'm not saying you have to make the most amount of money to enjoy your life. However, money definitely buys respect, and especially just decent quality of equipment at a gym. Like, so like in Lifetime Fitness in Denver, it's one of the most expensive gyms. And every time we go there, we're talking to like 7-8 figure business owners. And for me, like, although I'm paying, like, of course I can afford it, it's just that it's more so of like, wow, like, I love to like surround myself with a lot more successful people than me, and that itself is paying its bill. So you gotta pay the bill. Like, this is what I always say to all my friends, like, look, you don't go to poker table knowing that, like, not knowing who the sucker is, right? You should know who the sucker is, because if you don't know who the sucker is, you're the sucker. And I really think it's kind of the same mentality of playing poker. Like, you have to put your chip into, like, you have to pay for that price. So for us, it is taking me 20 minutes to drive to Lifetime Fitness. So, but again, like, we are paying for that price in order to get that relationship. So I don't know what kind of situation you're in right now. Like, if you're a college kid, if you are right now, I don't know, like, over 40, 50, it doesn't matter. Life is always young, as young as you think it is. So just always find someone who is a little bit ahead of you in your life that you want to be at, and just follow their path. And this is exactly what we're doing. We're following other successful people's path, and it's helped me tremendously and grow my business tremendously, and you made a lot of money. So I hope you guys really find that useful, because it really has helped me a lot.
Yeah, we literally made this decision. We feel like we're like undercover agents, because we're like, well, everyone here drives Porsches and
we see like Lamborghinis,
we see like, so it's like, why don't we just work out there, and like, by osmosis we'll become one of those guys.
So our secret plan is to talk with these 8-figure business owners, and obviously get to know them better and just build our connection. That's kind of like our dark secret. It's not even dark secret, but like, I'm not gonna like publicize. Like, hey, I'm going to the gym because
no, this is probably like our 5th day going, and like last time we went, Jake's like, damn, we gotta figure out a way how to like get to know some people here, and like it was only like our 3rd day there, so it was like, dude, we just gotta just become one with the place and let everyone else get familiar and comfortable with us.
I mean,
sure enough, that we're in the hot tub and like we meet this guy who's in charge of 8 or 9 different locations of this.
I mean, he's a multi-millionaire, like
restaurant that he's definitely a millionaire, but he's just so humble, and chill, down to earth. But we went and met those types of people working out at Planet Fitness, and it's like
all the guys are talking about girls. Like, I mean, we're at a point in life where we're not talking about girls anymore. We're talking about, you know, financial education. We're talking about wealth. We're talking about how we can impact more people. So that's kind of like our goal. And one thing that I realized too, even just the level of conversation is different. So in a Lifetime Fitness, like, dude, we're literally like just like we're just like butt ass naked, like, you know, we just got changed, right? But like I hear conversation, you just hear things, right? And then I see like these old dudes talking about, I gotta meet with my investment advisor, and I gotta find out where I should invest my money. That's the kind of conversation we hear at 6:30 a.m. in the gym. Think about that. That's the level of conversation we're having. So I mean, not I'm having, like these guys are having. So I realized that, and that's when I realized like, another time that, wow, it's worth of money.
Yeah, so in the grand scheme, I just want to like say, like, you always hear go where like your environment dictates everything. So the reason why we're going here is just to be in a better environment and just be inspired. Like,
for sure.
Every time we leave there, like, we're just inspired because we're one of the people working out next to these people who are we know successful, and all it takes is just to get to know people, and it's not like you're money hungry or anything. It's just the reality of things.
You gotta
you're pretty much like an apprentice. It's like, if you want to be successful, learn from people who are successful, you'll skip a lot of steps, not having to go to school and everything. Just learn from someone who's successful. They already have the blueprint.
For sure.
So
also, like this, I mean, I used to be in the Air Force, guys, for about 5 years. I don't know if you guys know my story. So what I have really learned in the Air Force, in the military, is that to learn to show up. My surgeon would always tell me, look, if you want to be successful in life, 80% of the game is to just show up. Meaning, if you just show up to the right environment, most likely you're gonna get something out of it. So for us, we're just showing up. Like, just show up. Just show up to the practice, show up to the scrimmage, show up to the gym. If you don't feel like working out, just show up. The hardest thing about working out is literally to work out, to start the workout, right? It's the same mentality. Just show up. So right now you're watching YouTube, Instagram, whatever you're doing, watch motivational content, watch something that would help you. Just show up to that video, you know what I mean? So that's exactly what we're doing. So remember that. That's gonna carry you through your life when it gets really tough.
That's great words. Well, we'll wrap this up. Didn't want this video to be too long. We're just about to get to the gym, but
we're just pumped.
This is Jake Song. I didn't really introduce him in the other video, but he's built himself as a 6-figure business credit agency. So this guy's just one of my best friends now, and happens to live across the street from me. He's dating my girlfriend's friend, and it just works out. Life's wild, and it's crazy how God brings everything into order and orchestrates that. So any other words you want to say before we leave?
I mean, if you guys want to find out how to raise money during this pandemic, just hit me up at Jake Song on lower dash on Instagram.
And I'll put his info in the link below as well. But as always, just know a belief may be comforting, but only their true experience can be liberating. Grant yourself permission to level up. Until next time, it's your boy Salem and Jake. We're out.